Good evening to our viewers around the world. I'm Joy Gosses with tonight's primetime news. Before we commence, kindly subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. Also, click the bell icon to receive notifications. Don't forget to give us a like, as it will help recommend our channel to your friends and family. We begin in the National Assembly, where newest National Assembly member Ephraim Nekongo is mincing no words, saying repealing retrogressive laws, including the removal of the red line and making progressive ones, will enjoy his heightened attention. Edward Mumbu Jr. compiled our first report.
Nekongo was appointed a Member of Parliament by President Haka Geingob on Monday, replacing former Public Enterprises Minister Leon Jooste. Nekongo will have just a little over 2 years to achieve this, with the current parliamentary term ending in March 2025. He noted in a telephonic interview with Nampa on Monday that it is in his nature sometimes not to promise things, but to rather say he is going to do everything in his power to discuss issues of concern to contribute to the well-being of Namibians, including the youth. Issues on his agenda are unemployment, social inequality, and economic recovery. He will do this, he said, through repealing old laws that are making lives difficult, or to make new laws that will make lives of oneself and that of other Namibians conducive. For Nekongo, the veterinary cordon fence, famously known as the Red Line, has negative ramifications on Namibians finding themselves north of the fence.
Staying on politics, Secretary to the National Council, Advocate Tosin Namisep, says the institution's powers are largely limited, reducing it to a recommending body serving at the pleasure of the National Assembly. Let's find out why.
Namisep was speaking during a study visit by the National Council's South African equivalent, that is the National Council of Provinces, here on Monday. He considered that the review function of the National Council is a serious challenge, as all legislative powers are vested in the National Assembly. Namisep told his counterparts, the key word is recommendation, and when you recommend, your recommendations are either used or not. He noted even if the national budget is referred to the National Council for scrutiny, as is the case now, it can only make recommendations. The lawyer lamented, the National Council does not have any powers apart from proposing amendments. He added, however, that the National Council has some powers to primarily achieve its constitutional mandate. The National Council is empowered to self-regulate, make rules and procedures, as well as establish committees.
On to neighboring Zambia, where a senior government official on Monday said about 4.5 million children under 5 years were vaccinated against polio, following an oral vaccination drive launch in March this year. Shinwa brings us the details.
Sylvia Masebo said the Minister of Health said the ministry was happy with the response from parents to the program, which was launched as a preventative measure following an outbreak of polio in the neighboring Malawi. She said the program, which was initially launched in 3 of the country's provinces at high risk, which was later extended to other provinces, covering all the 116 districts. Masebo said the ministry will conduct another nationwide campaign towards the end of this month to ensure that the country is barricaded against the threat of polio.
Moving further afield, the International Organization for Migration on Monday said 254 illegal migrants were returned to Libya after being rescued off the coast last week. Shinwa again brings us the details.
The International Organization for Migration in a statement said during May the 1st to the 7th, a total of 254 migrants were intercepted at sea and returned to Libya. The organization added that so far in 2022, as many as 4,715 illegal migrants have been rescued and returned to Libya, including 438 women and 188 minors. The statement also read that 114 illegal migrants died and 436 others went missing on the central Mediterranean route in 2022. Libya has been suffering insecurity and chaos since the fall of the late leader Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, making the North African country a preferred point of departure for illegal migrants who want to cross the Mediterranean Sea to European shores.
When we return, Urban and Rural Development Ministry delivers houses to Kongola residents in the Zambezi region. Leading the business segment, the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development on Monday handed over 54 houses that were constructed by the Sheikh Dwellers Federation at the Kongola settlement in the Zambezi region. Sawe Hausiku compiled this report.
Speaking during the official handover of the houses, Minister of Urban and Rural Development, Erastus Uthoni, stressed housing in the country remains a very complex subject, with the pressure on urban areas becoming more severe due to rapidly increasing urbanization over the last 2 decades. The minister noted that the Sheikh Dwellers Federation of Namibia's solution to housing is unique and worth supporting, as it is a case of the community taking actions to address their own development needs. He assured government through his ministry will continue to support the work of community-based organizations such as that of the Sheikh Dwellers Federation. Uthoni said that government's financial support towards the federation to date amounts to 91.8 million Namibian dollars, which was used to construct 3,065 houses countrywide. He added a further 17 million Namibian dollars was given to build houses in informal settlements in Gobabis, Karibeb, Halau Nafidi, and Walvis Bay.
Experts on Monday stated that the Russia-Ukraine conflict is exerting a negative impact on Africa's aviation sector. More on this story by Shinwa.
Abderrahmane Bethe, Secretary General of the African Airlines Association, said at a Continental Aviation Forum that the conflict has resulted in a high cost of fuel for aircraft. Bethe told the 10th Aviation Stakeholders Convention they are hoping the crisis will not continue because it will continue to impact their airlines. He said if the airlines have high operating costs, it will result in increased airfares, which will impact the passenger traffic. Bethe added that Africa's travel sector and cargo operations of many African airlines also face challenges. He stated the aviation industry has seen rising prices of many imported goods amid the Ukraine crisis. The Secretary General noted they foresee a lack of foreign currency in many African countries that will make it difficult for airlines to repatriate their revenues back to their home countries.
That's all the top news we had for you. My colleague Selima Shimofeleni Masipa is on standby with the latest in the world of sports.
very good evening and thanks for watching from wherever you are in the world. I'm Salima Shimwefeleni Masipa. We commence with football. FIFA on Monday said Brazil and Argentina must replay their abandoned 2022 World Cup qualifier despite having already secured a place in football showpiece tournament. The South American rivals had been scheduled to play the qualifier last September, but the fixture was suspended less than 10 minutes after kickoff because of alleged COVID-19 rule breaches by Argentina. Last month, officials in the Australian state of Victoria announced that Brazil and Argentina would meet in a friendly at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in June. It was not immediately clear if the match could serve as the qualifier or if the teams would have to find another date before the World Cup. On to La Liga football news. The midweek round of matches in La Liga continues with 4 games on Wednesday evening that will have a big say in who goes down and who qualifies for next season's Champions League. A win for Atletico Madrid in their visit to Elche would assure that Diego Simeone's side finishes at least in 4th place and assures a place in next season's Champions League. Third place Sevilla are also in action on Wednesday with a win at home to Mallorca, also sealing the presence of Julen Lopetegui's side in next season's Champions League. Wednesday kicks off with Deportivo Alaves at home to Espanyol in a game the home side have to win to have any chance of staying up. Wednesday's 4th match sees Getafe visit Osasuna, also needing points to assure their survival, and 3 points for Quique Sanchez Flores' side in Pamplona would also see them retain their top flight place if Mallorca lose in Seville. Kindly stand by for your sports roundup. With the Sport Planet segment, we've come to the end of tonight's newscast. Thanks for watching. A reminder that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and hit the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. Do feel free to interact with us as well in the comments section. From myself, Salima Shimwefeleni Masipa, and the entire production crew, it's good night.